Hello everyone, today we're looking at one of these. Now this looks very similar to many of the phones in the background. I've gone to the trouble of digging out some of the Motorola Transportables that I own. This is just a small collection, small part of the collection. I probably have, I think about 16, 17 of these in this sort of shape, what I call the International 1000 shape. That includes the International 1000, 2000, 2200, 2500 and 2700. It obviously includes things like the 4800 in this form, not the bigger one. It includes all the German variants of the D1324 over here. We got a couple of Motorola 1000s. This is one. This is a D2 branded version. There is a British Telecom Opal here as well. I think it's the Opal. This is with their old logo. I don't know if you can see that actually. This would be their logo before 1991, and obviously I got the one from after 1991 when they changed to this sort of logo, and this is the same phone, just with a different logo really. But like I said, I have quite a few of these. Fundamentally they are very similar devices. They're all, for the most part, they're all interchangeable. There are a couple that aren't interchangeable, but that's getting into the fine nitty gritty. And if you have bought one of these with the aim of using it, if it's GSM, and you're not having any joy out of it, or it switches off, or you just find that the handset is incompatible with the base station, let me know. There's a few things you need to look out for when you buy one of these. Certainly experience has told me that they're not all interchangeable. There's certain versions of the same model that don't like to be swapped around. But anyway, so today we're looking at this. This is a Motronic D60. Now this I had shipped out from Austria. The Motronic brand was I think primarily used in Austria, possibly in Switzerland as well. I'm not too sure, but the Motronic, they did a whole range of phones. This is just one of them. They did obviously all the microtacs. I do have a 9800X microtac, which also has the Motronic branding. This is just a microtac 2. It's got white keypad, which is quite strange. Normally the microtac 2 has the black keypad, because the black versions are normally the VIP ones. But there is a couple of different handsets with the Motronic branding as such. So like I said, today we're looking at this. This is a thin one, what I call a thin one. They do obviously the thick ones, and if you don't know what I mean, I'll just show you. This is Motorola 1000, and this is the D60. One's thin, one's thick. Pretty much, very simple. As a general rule of thumb, the thick ones are Motorola 1000s or derivatives of that model. The thin ones could be anything. They could be analog or GSM. I do have obviously 2200, Motorola 2000, a 2200, a 2500, and a 2700. As far as I know, actually all of those are the thin kind. So if you take apart the transceiver part of this is actually just the phone. It's got obviously the Motronic sticker on that, but this is the phone part of it. The cradles themselves actually are pretty generic. Although this one obviously has the branding on it. They are pretty much identical for most of these. I haven't actually tried using an analog a cradle for an analog phone with a GSM transceiver. I've yet to try that. Maybe that'll happen in the next video I do about these. But certainly they do need an awful lot of force to get back into shape. So let's fire this one up. This is analog. I'm not too sure what they had in terms of analog cellular networks in Austria back in the day. I get the feeling it might be something like the German CNET. I'm not too sure though. I'll have to do some research, maybe get in touch with a couple of German fellow phone collectors I got out in Germany. They might know actually. I should have done that before doing this video, but hey ho. Let's fire this one up. I'm going to put this guy up here so you guys can see. It's got obviously all the usual refinements of said time. This is a 662 QRNE. So what would that be? That would be an R. So P is 89, isn't it? So Q is 90. So this would be a 1991 device, I think, if I've worked that out correctly. Pretty neat. I probably would get service if I could. But I mean, saying that, I've got a 2000 and a 2200 as well that I use quite frequently actually, and they're this sort of shape. They're the thin ones. So if you don't know this particular type of phone, this is a very common Motorola Transportable. It's got a built-in speaker, which is just here. It's got a built-in microphone, so you can actually place calls with the receiver in here. I can't place calls with this particular one obviously because it's analog, but with the GSM ones, which are exactly identical to this, you can still place calls. So the antenna, if you don't know already, is just here, and you'd have that flat on the table like so. Let's quickly go through the menu. I haven't even actually looked through the menu on this. Don't know if it's foreign. No, it's in English, which is good. Let's start off then. General, call, presumably that'll be all your call options, tones, timers, security, service, and transportable, and I think that's it. Yeah, interesting to note that on the analog ones you don't get a network or a cellular service type network search menu. On the GSM ones, you do get some sort of menu entry on here that obviously allows you to search for a different provider. You don't get that on the analog ones, and obviously this symbol says that it's not receiving any service whatsoever. If that were to flash, that means there is a cellular provider available that's compatible with the handset. You're just not registered on it. So your emergency calls would obviously go through, but you know, to place a chargeable call probably wouldn't if that was flashing. If it's solid red, you got no chance. In fact, we could probably try and do an emergency call. I'm not saying you should place emergency calls just for fun, because, you know, but I know this isn't going to go anywhere because this is old analog technology. 911. What am I doing? In the UK, it's 999, I think, isn't it? Yeah. So, so you get the standard cannot complete call alert from Motorola. So again, looking at the handset, usual buttons really, I guess. Very simple. Menu, let's quickly go through. So general, if you want to go into that, press M+, and then you got the menu, the menu tree. You could scroll through. So, and you're already on menu tree 2.2, so whatever that is, that would be call, something call. Okay, it doesn't tell you what it is, but it's call, could do with calls anyway. So call delay, auto answer, that sort of thing. Silent ringer, that's menu option 3. So option 3 would be obviously tones. So you got silent ringer. You don't really want that, so if the silent ringer is off, that means it's obviously going to ring. Silent keypad, that's off as well, which is why you can hear that. If you want to switch the keypad off, just find this option and then just do M+, and now it's on, and get out of that, and obviously it don't make any sound when you're punching the keys. So just go back through then. Menu option 3, and where was it? Was it number 2? Yep. So get rid of that. silent keypad tones. Why is that not letting me do it? Keypad tones. Silent scratch. Oh, strangely, it doesn't like that. Oh, you know what? With some of these older handsets, to enable it, it's M+. To disable it, it's clear. I just remembered that. And this has caught me out before on a different phone. So, M+ to enter. And there we go. Silent keypad off. So to enable a function, it's M+. To disable it, it's the C button. Strangely, on the more modern phones, it's not. So just something to know, if you're struggling to get something disabled or enabled, that'll be why. And like you've just seen, it's caught me out as well. I mean, I got so many of these. Some it does work, and some it doesn't. I think the older BT phone, it does work, and the newer one with the newer logo, it doesn't. So it's just to throw you off, really. But I guess, you know, they had their reasons for changing it. Maybe people complained. So scratch. I ain't going to go through all of these, actually. There's too many to go through. But y'all can see the menu. It goes right up to 7. What we got in Transportable? Let's just have a quick look. Display battery meter. Let's do that. See what it does. Battery 8. Maybe that's out of 10. I'm not too sure. Not very informative, really, to say the least. Not very informative at all. What else have we got? So display battery meter. Anything else? Vox off. High power. And that's it. Pretty much. There's not really much else I can show you with this, unfortunately. Got a couple of buttons on the side for obviously setting your volume and whatnot for the earpiece. I don't know if you can hear that. If I don't know if that'll come out, but it's for the actual earpiece. So, and I think to change the ringer, you'd press up, and then that would obviously change the ringer volume, rather, shall we say. Let's quickly have a look and see what the number assigned to this was. So 063663 873311. If that was your number in Austria, well done. I'm not sure the name of the chap that sold this to me. This was quite some time ago, so in fact, let's see if the other codes operate on this. No, they don't. See, on some Motorola phones, if you press the memory recall and then the pound or hash key a couple of times, it'll tell you a couple more bits of information, like the call timers and that sort of thing. This one, obviously, it's not enabled. I think the 9800Xs don't feature that as well, that function, but the more modern microtags do. So just to give you an idea of how many hours the phone has been used. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this one, really. Like I said, there ain't much I can show you with this. It's an old analog school phone, and obviously they shut off analog cell towers many years ago. I will try and do a video about every single one of these, because they're all different. Believe it or not, I got, I don't know, 16, 17 of these now, and every single one of these is different in one way or another. So it's well worth noting the differences, you know, with some of these, because some still do work, some don't. Even some of the GSM ones that I do own actually don't work anymore. Well, they do, but it's very fiddly to make them work because they need special SIM cards. But I'll go into more detail about that when I do a video about the GSM versions. I do have a couple of Bosch ones as well, like this, and they're the fatter ones, they're the thicker ones. I got must be, yeah, I mean, I counted earlier and it was, I think, 16 or 17. That didn't even include the Bosch ones, so I must have nearer 20 of these, actually, come to think about it. So, but anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like the video or the phones. Apologies, you can't see the you can't see the Brick Cell Phone Channel logo. I don't have a bigger desk, so that's unfortunate, but hey ho. So anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like the phone or the video. If you all got any questions about some of these or any other phone, drop me a comment. I'll try and help as best as I can. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.